So just a quick question for you. There's been a lot of hubbub about getting the Lumpkins Jail area as kind of like a slave memorial. I guess they've got an architect lined up for it as well. Is that something you support as mayor, making that area of the Richmond downtown a monument to the slave trade?
Absolutely. You know, before the Lumpkins thing, before the baseball thing came about, and I'd like to point out the fact that, you know, part of the baseball plan was we can't have a memorial at Lumpkins Jail without a baseball stadium next to it, which the city pays $80 million for. And then all of a sudden, last Monday, here we are groundbreaking for Lumpkins, and the baseball stadium's off the table. So obviously, what they fed to us was you know what. But going back to 2011,
And by they fed to us, you mean Jack Barrett.
the administration or ballpark supporters.
Right.
To be named later.
To be named later. But when I was secretary of the Public Art Commission in 2010 and 2011, one of the things that we came up with, we had to kind of remind the administration that they were building the Justice Center, a $130 million project, and they hadn't set aside 1% for public art, which is $1.3 million. And they're like, ooh, you know, uh-oh. So they had to kind of figure out what they were going to do. And the ordinance for public art says that you don't have to spend the money at the site of the capital project, meaning the Justice Center, but you could spend it near. So our proposal was for a huge sculpture park where the burial ground is, the old parking lot that VCU turned back over to the city. Something along the lines of what they've done in New York City and Amsterdam, where there's this really powerful big statue, and then you can have all kinds of interpretive things around it. And that was, I'm not saying that was the genesis, but that was the thing that kind of reminded people that A, public art is important, but B, so is this site.
Yeah.
And how do we memorialize it? And then 2 years later, the baseball thing came around, and then they started talking about Lumpkins. But you know, the Public Art Commission was the group that raised the flag that said, hey, this site is important, we need to memorialize it somehow.
Yeah.
And so I think we do, and how we get there should be a community conversation. And I think we'll have a mayor, whoever it is, that is a little bit more agreeable to public dialogue and input than the current one, and that'll be a good thing.